What do mind you was coming through once again, and on today's video we're gonna address the elephant that it is not in this room but in a different room, right? The reason why is because I saw this video yesterday, and I was gonna let this incident about the life with the story individual that got in a fight, I was gonna let it go, right? Because I was like, man, a lot of people already talked about this. There's a lot of things going on. Very sad situation, you know, arguing for views. Come on, let's be honest. Because if you guys wanted to speak about this, you could have done this behind closed doors, right? So it's for views. And sometimes people get pumped up on that, right? They want to get the gente, they want all that attention that they can get so they can get subscribers. YouTube is about that, you know. When there's a hot topic, you speak about it, and it's because you want the views. Every single channel that was starting at one point have done this. Even big channels still talk about this hot topics because it pushes the content. It goes to different viewers, and they get new subscribers. You know, that's the whole point. It's not about hating. It's not hating at all. You know, it's taking advantage of that chance. So in today's video, man, we're gonna address this video that Gunner Collective put out there, man. But before we continue with this video, man, do not forget to hit the like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, man, hit the subscribe button real quick because it does not cost you nothing. And at the end of the day, you just help my channel. For those being supporting my channel, those new subscribers, I highly appreciate every single one of you guys. Muchas gracias. So in this video, man, I'm just gonna keep it real, you know, because I don't like when people just lie so much and just be blunt about it and trying to. I feel like they're trying to brainwash the viewers, and the viewers should know better, you know. If you're that naive, ni modo, way, ponle. It is what it is. But in the comment section, you can see that there's people that know what's up, right? So I'm gonna address these issues. I'm gonna address different things that was spoken on this video, man. And hopefully you can keep up, man. ¿Verdad? Okay, watch out. The one thing that I like about old boy was saying that Raza keeps hating about Raza. And you know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, yes. I see that. I see that a lot. But it is funny how he's talking about that. But at the same time, he's throwing caca to everybody. He's throwing shit to everybody. You know, the whole video is about saying that he's better than L. The whole video is that saying that L is hating on him. The whole video is that he's better than everybody. He has the crown, right? That's the whole video. So he's throwing caca. That's what it is, right? But again, it's not about hating, right? It is funny how people twist stuff. When I talk about you, everybody's hating. But when you talk about me or other people, it's just a reaction. So I don't see that. That it doesn't click, man. It doesn't click. You know what I mean? It doesn't click. And one thing that you said about the video is that you don't brag about your stuff. Yeah, you got your family, your kids, your health, but you don't brag about that stuff. But sure enough, we know that you make what 20,000 a month. That's not bragging. We know that you got the crown. It's not bragging. You know that you got the views, and L will never catch up to you. That's not bragging. You know, shit. Okay, if that's the video about shit, I don't know what bragging is. Then I don't know. Which I don't care, man. You can brag. Everybody can brag whatever they want. You know, man. At the end of the day, you're all your own man. But when you twist stuff and say one thing, they do another thing. That's when I'm like, hold on, man. It does not make sense. Let me speak about this. The thing about this is that I don't think people hate Gun. I don't think. I don't think that people hate Dubs. I think that things had happened throughout all these years they've been on YouTube. What, 7, 8 years? That's why you have a big platform. You know what I mean? It takes time, it takes work, and hopefully all these small channels can get to that level at one point. Including myself. I don't want to even get to that level. I'll get half. It's all good. Pero is that there has things have happened throughout those years in where the gente caught something and where the gente is like, hold on, what? It does not make sense. You're saying one thing and you're contradicting yourself. Now we're talking about different mañas, things going under the table. They're doing some kind of rifas, doing some kind of collecting money to buy PlayStations and stuff like that, and all kinds of different stuff, man. And people see this. People see this, and people speak about this. We have channels speaking on this, and people don't like that. They don't hate, but they don't like that, and they're gonna express their the way they feel. You know. The thing about L, how can he? I mean, if you say I think he's more than hate you, and it's not about the money. It's not about the views. It's not about that. I think the fact is that you have talked about his family, not only this occasion, but before, and talking about racist stuff. And it's messed up, man. It is messed up. At the end of the day, that's what it is. And I don't know. I don't think that can be fixed ever. You know what I mean? You talk about my family like that, we have to get down, man. You know what I mean? I don't think that's the way to go about it, but something has to happen, you know? I think there's a lot of coraje right there. You know what I mean? It's a lot of, you know what I mean? And that has to be let out. And I think once that happens and possibly a genuine apologies comes through, because everybody can say, I'm sorry, but sure enough, here comes 2 months, 6 months, a year later, go back to the same habit. That's not a genuine apology. And I think that's what it is. I don't think it's about the money, it's about the views, but it is about what was spoken on his family. At least from my point of view, that's what I see, right? Now, the crazy thing about this, man, is that you're talking about American Cholo, Blue Devil, and you're saying they're doing some selective politics, and still, it's all about the raza. You should keep the raza down, but sure enough, agarrando caca and you're throwing at them, doing the same. So it goes against what you're speaking on. And the thing about selecting politics, meaning that L was a PC, that's a crazy ass statement, homie. That's a crazy ass statement because if I'm not mistaken, one guy was in Mill Creek with the Menendez brothers, man. And that was a PCR, homie. Meaning you were a PC. Which doesn't matter. I think the gente don't care about that, homie. At the end of the day, the gente don't care about that. About a status that you no longer represent. You know what I mean? So who cares? You know? But I think the people, the gente, are upset that a content creator cannot keep it 100 out there and still trying to manipulate the minds of the viewers. Just telling your own story, whether it's a true story or a fake one. Who knows? Only you know. But the thing is this, man. There's no such thing as 50-50 yards back then, according to the new people that been correcting me, right? 50-50 yards started in 2016 when they start doing the integration. 50 PC, 50 inactive, stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure you were in prison before that. So just right there, you know. So when you call Mark Dubs calls oh boy a peseta, homie, it's like, come on, bro. You know, it's no te queda, güey, no te queda. It shouldn't be like that, you know. A peseta, güey, it's like at the end of the day, everybody went to protective custody. Well, not everybody, but they did it through their own means. Maybe somebody burned the connect. Maybe somebody decided to make a change of their life. Shy did this. Dubs did that. And I don't think nothing less of Dubs. A lot of people say, oh, well, he's this because of that. Nah, man. What Dubs did to actually cross over, I think that's what's up, man. That's what's up because he put himself first. And he did something very difficult, man. He did something very difficult. And I commend him to do that, right? But when they're over here faking about who's acting, who's not, and trying to portray that to the gente, it's like, come on, homie. Like, at what point you're gonna be honest to yourself? You know what I mean? At least don't be. If you're not gonna be honest with the gente, be honest to yourself, and think about it. Like, man, I'm PC. Fuck. You know what I mean? Which it doesn't matter. You are a civilian. We are civilians. We're not in prison. Let's separate that from what we at. Two different things. A PC is not does not define you. That label, that CDCR label does not define you. You know what I mean? What defines you is the way you are, your personality. That's what defines you as a man. And when people have this fucked up personality, they're all bad, homie. They're all bad. So it is funny, man, to see a video like this and where is all kinds of drama, all kinds of lies, and it's still running with that, because that's just my opinion. That's what I think, and I have to speak about this. I have to speak about this because I cannot understand why would somebody continue with this lie when you're already on the top. You already said it. Got the crown. You're doing good, man. You're doing good. Hell yeah, that's what's up, homie. 100%. That's what's up. Get your motherfucker money. 100%. You're doing the good thing. But at the end of the day, what matters? There's no can't get stopped no more. You're past that hump no more. You know what I mean? You passed that hump. That's it. You know what I mean? So it's like, why don't you just let it be? Like, boom, be yourself. Be honest with yourself, with the gente, and trust me. After that, everything is gonna be golden. This video was not meant to bring nobody down, but it was meant to tell the truth, to say what is actually happening, to say what actually happened. El, you, and your co-host were on the wrong. El came into that live calling you comadres, and that's disrespectful. Yes, that's not a joke, homie. It's not a joke. Whether he wants to say that a joke or not, that's a cool way to joke around, especially on your platform. Come on. But the whole thing of people losing their control when we all call ourselves YouTubers, that's the thing that I'm like, hold on, man. I thought you were at this level. You know what I mean? We shouldn't compare, oh man, you're not at my level, you're not at this level. Like, that is the past. That's when you try and compare whatever level is, that's the past. It does not have to do with nothing that you are right now. You know what I mean? Now we are the same. We got 2 hands, 2 legs, and a head. We might use that head differently, but we are capable. Every single one of us are capable of doing things that can take you to jail. Not saying that people are going to do that, but we are our own. There's nobody behind us to back us up, And I think that's being a man. Being able to stand on your own 2 feet, man, and push forward with nobody backing you up. Because you can do it by yourself. So, with this being it, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. Saludos. Al ratos.